Hey guys, so in today's video I want to do a first impression on the new Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. The only thing I have right now is my primer, and I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX, and the foundation that I'm using is the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation Stick. So that's all I have on my face besides my eyes. So since it's time for me to apply this step, this is the way that the bottle looks. So this is how it looks. And it's actually a really nice bottle, and the applicator is just kind of flat. So there, that's how the applicator looks. I have it in the color 2W. So I'm just going to apply it how I usually do, and I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender. And just so you know, I have dry skin, and right now I feel like it's like really dry everywhere. It's not even like in some areas. I feel like my whole face is dry, like all my skin is dry. So I'm going to see how this looks. And I didn't want it like super light, but I feel like it's a good color for me. Okay, so let me bring you in a little bit. It's actually really smooth. It feels really smooth whenever I am... Oh, let me bring the brightness down. You can see my eyelashes. I have glitter on my eyeliner, so it's not really sticking to my eyes really good. But anyways, but you can see right there that it's like really covering up. The white that you see underneath was like a little bit of concealer that I used for my eyeshadow, because I prime with the concealer. So anyways, this is the color of the concealer. You can see right there, just me applying it. It looks pretty full coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out, and it does feel smooth whenever I applied it. It doesn't feel dry at all, which is good, because like I said, my under eye area right now, like all of it, even my nose, I don't know if you can see it a little bit, my skin is like really dry lately. It's blending out really easily, really easily. For sure it looks full coverage. I don't have anything underneath like a correcting concealer or anything. That's it right there. It looks really smooth and even. So far the blending out is easy. And I just applied it on my highlighting areas. That's where I apply concealer, but it's not super light anyways, but I still like the coverage on these areas just a little bit more. Okay, so that was easy to blend. So this is this side that we can get a better look. Yeah, it is blending out really easily. And it looks a little bit shiny, like it's not a matte. It's like not a matte concealer, and it doesn't look powdery either. You see how it kind of has like a little bit of a glow to it? I like that because, like I said, my skin's really dry, so I don't want it to look like a powder, like a super matte finish. So that's really nice. Actually, it looks really nice. I haven't applied any powder to it. And it does say that it is for 12-hour wear, so it's supposed to be for a long time. And it's a medium to full coverage. On me, it actually looks like a full coverage concealer just because I can't see any of my under eye, like any color that I have underneath, which is not a lot, but it's still some. It's crease, transfer, and water resistant, so that sounds pretty good. And it also blurs the imperfection. You can still see, even though it's been like a little bit, like a few seconds, that it looks kind of glowy. So it's not matte at all. And I am gonna set it just because I always set my concealer, but I just want you to see how it looks like that. I like the color that I chose. If you are like NC 25 or NC 30, around those shades, if you have like my skin tone, I think 2W is a good color. Okay, so to set it, I'm actually gonna be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, so I think that's a good combination. Same brand, so it should work pretty good together. And it is a loose powder, looks like this, and it's the translucent. So I'm gonna apply it with the beauty blender, and let's see how that looks. I'm gonna leave it on there just for a little bit. I'm not really gonna leave it for like a long time since my eye makeup is already done. And I'm gonna apply it everywhere that I applied the concealer. Here we go. I'm gonna let it sit just because I'm gonna do it the way that I always do my concealer, so that way I can see like how it looks at the end, and it's gonna be on me. Like, do I like it? Is my as a first impression. Okay, so as of right now, it's 4:07. There is the time right there, so you can see what time it is. And I'm gonna check back in a few hours once I take this off. I just want to show you immediately at the time that I applied it. So right now I'm gonna put my bronzer, my concealer, my blush, my highlight, and all of that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I'm done with my blush and everything else, I'm gonna take off the powder. I'm actually filming an Instagram video on this makeup look, so if you want to see what I'm wearing on my face, go to my Instagram, you can see it right there. But I'm about to take this off. forgot to put my mascara on my lower lash line. But okay, so here's a close-up. You can see that it's not creasing or anything. Like, I have fine lines on my under eyes, but it's not like, I'll have a little bit of mascara, but it's not like showing little lines when I like pull it down a little bit. Now my skin is dry, you can see it on my nose and stuff, but this does not look like it's looking too dry or anything. But like I said, my skin is pretty dry, so far it's so good. I did set it, like I said, with the Laura Mercier powder, so let me see. Go ahead and wear it throughout the rest of the day, and then I'll come back later on and I'll tell you how it looks. So it's the end of the day. I'm about to take off my makeup. I really want to take off my eyelashes already. It is 10:53 right there, and I've been wearing it all day, obviously. Well, not all day, but it was from 4 to almost 11, so about 7 hours. Yeah, just by looking at, okay, first of all, I'm wearing my glasses. I always wear my glasses every single day. I wear my glasses with or without makeup. I need to see, so I usually put on my glasses. And for sure I use the concealer around my nose, but I didn't set it on this. I only set it up here, so I don't know if, maybe I should have done that, but I don't know if it would be good for glasses. Pretty much none of my concealers ever are, or my foundations ever hold up to my glasses. Most of the time they slide down. I have to push them back up. My eyelashes look crazy, but I was never able to get them to stick. I have been walking around like this, but I tried to take some good pictures with them, and you know, they just didn't stick. So it was a bad idea to do glitter liner then falsies. Don't do that. Always do falsies first then glitter, but I've never done that before. It's my first time, so yeah, lesson learned. Anyways, back to the concealer. I feel like it looks better now than it did right after applying it. I feel like over time it somehow works with my skin and it looks better. I don't know, what do you think? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you see on camera. So I've been having to like stick them back on. No creasing, and when I say no creasing, I mean like it's not building up and like looking like it's like the concealer is doing something to my face that shouldn't be there. It didn't like fade away from my fine lines. Now that can be a problem because whenever you apply concealer and then you apply powder and then you like pull your eye down, you can sometimes see your skin in between the lines. My skin is not like, it doesn't have like deep fine lines or deep wrinkles, but it does have some, and it can happen because it has happened before, but luckily not with this concealer, so that's a good sign. I think it set really well pairing it up with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, so that's also good because they work together, and I have the powder already, so I mean I don't have to like try to find a powder that'll work with it, so that's good too. I don't feel like it looks super dry. I feel like it looks pretty much the same as whenever I applied it. From the way that it like the finish of it, I don't feel like it looks like a powder finish or anything. And like I said, I have dry skin right now, like super dry for some reason, and I'm trying to like do something, like trying to find something that will help it. So if you have dry skin, let me know what you're using right now, but it just gets like that sometimes. I just wanted to give you an update to show you how it looks within 7 hours, just because that's as long as I was able to wear it today, but I actually like it. Like, it's not a bad, like, I can probably tell within a few hours or immediately after applying it, you know, if it's hard to blend, it's probably going to be really dry, or it's going to be super matte, or, you know, it doesn't compare either to like let's say another popular brand would be like the Tarte Shape Tape, which I've used a lot. I do like it, and it is a very, very full, thick coverage concealer. This one's not super, super thick, like to where it feels heavy, but it does have full coverage on me. Like I said, it's a medium to full coverage, but it is nicer. Like, it's softer, it's smoother, it's easier to blend on me. I don't know, I just don't feel like it dries matte and like a little bit dry and a little bit cakey, just a little bit. I don't mind it, but I'm just saying the Laura Mercier one doesn't feel like that at all. So if you don't like the Tarte Shape Tape because of the consistency of it, or if it's too thick, or you feel like it's too heavy, try the Laura Mercier one. It can be a little expensive too, but they're both about the same. The way that it feels kind of reminds me just a little bit like the Pro Glow Infallible. That is a drugstore concealer, and for some reason, even the color of it that I got matched the similar color that I have for the Pro Glow concealer. So they kind of feel the same for some reason. The way that it blends, it's pretty similar. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm about to take off my makeup and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.